Hi everybody, my name is Jessie and I do perfume reviews in ASMR format. So if you like perfume and also if you like ASMR, you are in a good place for our video today. And also I can make you a creative custom ASMR video. Check the link for my website in the description below. Alright, so today I am reviewing this is by Giorgio Armani and it's the private line Armani Prive, and this is called, let me actually look it up to pronounce it correctly. Okay, I just looked it up, the pronunciation, and it's something like Figuier in French, which means the Eden fig tree. Figuier. So sorry for my poor French skills, but anyway, this is a fig fragrance. I've been sort of casually on the hunt for fig fragrances that I like because I've never actually liked a fig fragrance enough to keep it. I don't dislike that note, but I tend to just not love it. There's been fig fragrances that I'm like, oh, that's nice, but I just don't tend to like enough to actually like keep. But I had a tiny 1 milliliter vial of this that I got like 2 years ago. And I remember thinking it was really pleasant, but that was 2 years ago. So anyway, I found a bottle of this on Mercari for very affordable. It's completely new, beautiful packaging. I'll show you the bottle in a second. So I decided to try this again, and I figured if it doesn't work, out for me, I will resell it. So I'll show you the bottle. I really love the packaging. It's very high quality, and as you see, it's magnetic, and it opens like that. Here's the bottle. And I absolutely love these Armani Prive bottles. I don't own any other of the Armani Prive bottles, but I do own a larger travel size decant of an Armani Prive. I'll show you later. It's called Blue Turquoise. But anyway, I love this one because I love the white purple color of the liquid. I find it super beautiful, and I absolutely love these caps that I believe are supposed to look sort of like natural rocks on the other Armani bottles, like the De Joia lines. They kind of have similar tops. I'll show you in a second. So these are just Armanis that are not from the Prive line. They're the Armani Ocean de Joia and Air de Joia. And as you can see, they have these similar tops, which I love. I mean, I love these bottles. I love the circularness of this bottle, these tops. This one is obviously square, which gives it a bit more of a classic, sophisticated vibe. It has this gold, I think it's plastic, but still looks really nice, gold plaque, and then the rock looking top looks kind of like a, what would you say, like an obsidian or something, onyx maybe. Anyway, so yeah, I think this is 100 milliliter, and I don't believe that they make the Prives in a smaller size, but I could be wrong. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and review this fragrance for you we can spray it out on a test paper and then go through the main accords as well as the notes together. Alright, so today my angels card has 4 little angels. One of them's playing some sort of ukulele. This is my scent of the day, by the way, so I do have it on me right now. It's pretty light. It's a pretty light fragrance, part of why I like it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a spray. I'm letting this just dry down a touch. Alright, so already I can smell it in the air, and like I said, it's pretty light, it's very fresh, and there is a pink pepper note in this fragrance, and I do get a lot more of that in the beginning, and after about half an hour it kind of tones down, which I'm glad about, because when I first sprayed this on my skin yesterday, when I wore it for the first time, I was kind of turned off personally by the pink pepper note, just because I don't tend to like that often, but it did really tone down after just a little bit of time. Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you what I'm wearing. It's pretty simple. I'm wearing this light purple shirt to match. And then also I've got these just like purple crystal type earrings. I don't know what the stone is. Also, I put on a tiny bit of purple eyeshadow. I don't even know if you can tell. It's very subtle, but anyway, that's the look for today. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through the main accords of this fragrance. So first main accord we have is green, fruity, citrus, fresh, sweet, woody, iris, powdery, soft spicy, and fresh spicy. So I definitely get the green accord. I'll tell you what makes this green in a minute here. I do get the fig, but I would not categorize this as a fruity fig. Like, it's more of a fresh, airy green fig. A little bit woody. I definitely get the spiciness, but that tones down after a little bit. And it's a touch powdery as well. So yeah, I've got most of those main accords. Yeah. Okay, let's next look at the notes together. So for our top notes, we've got 3 top notes, and they are bergamot, pink pepper, and mandarin orange. So I would say I mostly get the pink pepper and the bergamot. I feel like this is it's not a sweet fragrance, so I would say therefore I'm not really getting so much of the orange, but maybe more so bergamot. And even the fig does not come through as sweet. It comes through, I don't want to say bitter, but it just comes through as very like fresh vegetal and maybe a touch like powdery airy, which I really like. I don't think I would tend to go for like a sweet fig if I were to go for fig at all. So yeah, I'm getting mostly pink pepper and bergamot. And then in our middle notes, we've got 3 middle notes, and they are fig, tea, and grass. So it doesn't specify the type of tea, like if it's green tea, black tea, oolong tea, but I definitely do get a touch of tea. I think it gives it like a lightly green, almost like, again, not bitter, but slightly more herbal-ish, almost bitter quality. And then of course we've got the grass, which gives it like a fresh green vegetal quality. And I do get the fig, but like I said, it's a green, woody, kind of airy fig, airy fresh fig. Okay, and then in our base notes, we've got only 2 base notes. And they are iris and amber. So the iris might be in part why the bottle is purple, the liquid is purple, because iris is a purple floral. And then of course figs are also purple, so got some purple ingredients. I do feel like I get a touch of iris, for sure. It gives it like a kind of, I'm thinking, a powdery woody touch. The amber, I'm not really sure if I get that in particular. Kind of blends in, I guess, with the iris a little bit. Excuse me. But yeah, so what I mainly get from this is I get the middle notes, mostly fig, tea, grass. I get a touch of bergamot, iris, and also pink pepper, especially in the beginning. And I really do like this. I think I'm going to keep it for now. I don't know if I'll keep it forever, but I'm going to keep it for now, especially because I found it for a really good price online. And this is, you know, really saying something for me because, like I said, I don't tend to go for fig fragrances. I've never found one yet that I wanted to keep. Even like Philosophios by Diptyque, that one's a very naturalistic, green, woody fig, very realistic fig, but I don't know, I just didn't like it enough to keep. There's been lots of other fragrances with fig that I just didn't feel, but I really like this one. I find it very natural. It doesn't really smell like a perfume. You know, it is a perfume, but it smells like very natural. Like, at some point I want to do a video of like fragrances that smell just not like uber perfumey. They smell very pleasing and like a natural environment of some sort. This is another one like that, the Air de Joya by Armani. It smells very, I mean, it is a perfume, but it just smells to me like you're walking along the coast. And there's like a fresh, slightly salty, aromatic, slightly floral air that you're breathing in. So I was wondering, like, do I have a favorite brand? Are there any fragrances that I have the most of according to brand? And you know what? I think at this point it might be Armani. I think I think I only have 4 Armanis. This is the other one that I'll talk about in a bit. This is an Armani Prive. So it comes in this same type of bottle, but it's absolutely gorgeous. You know what? If I remember, and I hope I do, I'll put a photo on the screen for you right now of what this looks like. It's in a turquoise bottle. But yeah, so super pretty. Super pretty bottle, and I'll touch on the notes in a second here. Okay, so next, we've been through the notes and everything. I want to talk about some more statistics on this, but first I'm just actually going to touch on the blue turquoise. This fragrance is stunning. This is a woody, salty vanilla. So those are kind of the 2 main things I get from this is like vanilla, salty, almost a little smoky, kind of ambery and woody. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's not necessarily my typical scent profile, but I really love it. I think it has an ambergris note in it. No, it just has salt, but obviously salt and ambergris can kind of smell similar because ambergris does tend to be salty, but it almost gives this a like marine touch just because of the salt note, but nothing else in it is like marine themed. So yeah, it's got vanilla that you really get coming through, salt. It has incense and black pepper, so it's a touch spicy and smoky. It has ylang ylang and jasmine, but you don't really get a whole lot of floralness coming through. And then in the base we also have sandalwood and moss, so it's got an earthy woodiness as well. Highly recommended, but very expensive. This is a decant from scentsplit.com. It's 9 milliliters, so it's like a good travel size, and I think I paid like $45, so it's really expensive. I think a bottle new of the turquoise, blue turquoise, is like over $300, I think, and this one I think might be a little cheaper. But anyway, highly recommended. Okay, so that's blue turquoise, and then back to Figuier. So, on Fragrantica.com, this has an overall rating of 4.22 out of 5 with 1,091 votes. So that's a good rating. People like it. Yeah, it's a very, I feel like it's a very sophisticated fig. I feel like it's very classy. It almost has a vintage touch to me as well, because it's just kind of natural and a little bit powdery and a little bit green, which a lot of times it feels like vintage fragrances can lean a bit more green. Okay, so what else? I have worn this, so I can speak to it. I found that the longevity is actually pretty decent. It's just that it's a lighter fragrance, so if you want to smell more of it, you have to spray more of it. It does hang around, but it's very subtle. Intimate projection, I would say. Folks on Fragrantica are saying it has a more so intimate projection, and they're saying that it actually has pretty good longer lasting longevity. I would say the longevity for me is like in the middle, but like pretty good for you, what you would expect of a fragrance like this. Okay, and then people are saying that this is unisex leaning feminine. I completely agree. It does have a feminine touch, but it's not uber femme. Guy could definitely wear it, but I would say what gives it the most feminine vibe, most feminine touch, is that it has kind of like a powderiness that almost gives it a little bit of like a baby powdery vibe, but not sweet. But that's what gives it a feminine touch, I would say. Price value, people think this is overpriced. It's obviously more expensive, like I said. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up this review by reading a few reviews from other people. Somebody says, I really like this. It's fruity and green, but not too sharp. It's got just enough sweetness and depth to make it nicely balanced. It isn't challenging, so it's suitable to wear anywhere. Somebody else who likes it says, I came to the smell of Yulong, Ote Yulong, which is another Armani Prive fragrance. I came to smell Tae Yulong and ended up loving this one too. I want both, pretty pricey, but if I can splurge on Filosicos, I'm sure I can save up for this one. By the way, this is a very feminine scent to my nose, super green, fresh, and summery. Yes, this I would say is a great summer scent, spring as well, but definitely summer for sure because it has that fig. But it's not like the ripest, sweetest fig. It's a fresh, airy, slightly powdery fig. Okay, let's see. Let's find someone who does not like it and see what they have to say. Everybody seems to be liking it in their reviews, but I know we'll be able to find a different one. Okay. Somebody who does not like it says, first try of my sample and not impressed. Will finish my sample and that's all, folks. Not enough smell or longevity to suit my taste, and I love the smell of greenery and fig. This does not satisfy either. Yeah, I mean, this is not a scent profile for everybody. First of all, it's very light, and a lot of people do not like a light perfume. I'm the opposite. I feel like there's a bias towards the intense fragrances like this. Like, I feel like there's a bias, like, oh, this is stronger, it's deeper, it's better. I disagree. I mean, it's great, but these are both great, is what I'm saying. I don't feel like I have the bias against the lighter, fresher ones. If anything, I probably have a bias towards it. Let's read one more fragrance. Somebody who doesn't like it says green fig with tea and pepper with a green musky dry down. And somebody who loves it says pink pepper equals the odor profile, although technically a peppery berry. It doesn't smell spicy, but smells rosy. A very popular modern accent piece in fragrances that provides a contemporary rosy note without veering into a powdery or retro. Modifies woodiness and synthetic ambers and is featured often in fruity florals. So yeah, that person's just like clarifying about pink pepper not being like that peppery, but to me it does come off peppery, but already the pepperiness has really worn off. So like I said, it's like really in the first 15 minutes, and then the pepperiness kind of wears off, which is good because I do not love the spiciness. Okay, everybody, that is my review of Armani Prive Figuier. Really great, fresh, green, slightly woody, powdery fig fragrance. I really like it. Okay, everybody, you take care of yourself. Just try and be authentically you. You can express all parts of you. You are a whole human. You have a whole range of emotions. We all do. So leaving you with that, sending you love, peace, beauty, and harmony. And I'll catch you all again soon. Bye.